By the time the sun dipped behind the broken roofs of Brickmont City, everybody knew one name, Malik Crown Rivers. Crown wasn't born a king. He built himself into one. He stood 6'2", shoulders wide like he carried the weight of the block on them. His arms were sleeved in ink, black and gray portraits of fallen homies. Scripture twisted into street codes, a cracked crown tattooed over his heart with the words earned, not given. Gold grills flashed when he smiled, but his eyes never smiled back. Those eyes had seen too much hunger, too much betrayal, too much blood drying on concrete. Crown ran Benton Row like a mayor with no elections. Corners answered to him. Hustlers paid respect. Even the cops knew when to slow roll through, windows halfway down, pretending not to see what everybody else saw. He fed people, paid rent for single mothers, put school clothes on kids who weren't his. In Brickmont, that made him a hero, but power has a way of poisoning even good intentions. His right-hand man, Dre Slimline Carter, noticed it first. Slimline was lean, neck covered in razor-wire tattoos, always quiet, always watching. He'd grown up with Crown, shared the same hunger, the same cracked childhood. But somewhere along the way, Crown stopped listening. "You ruling off fear now," Slimline said one night, leaning against a bullet-scarred Camaro. "That ain't respect." Crown laughed, a deep sound that echoed wrong in the alley. "Fear keeps the block alive." That was the night the block started dying. Crown raised taxes on the corners, punished late payments, made examples out of people he once protected. A slap became a beating. A warning became a disappearance. The crown on his chest stopped meaning leadership and started meaning ownership. Whispers grew louder. The kids he once fed crossed the street when they saw him. Mothers stopped answering his knocks. Hustlers met in quiet rooms, voices low, eyes nervous. Even loyalty has a breaking point. The breaking point came with Lil Jonah, a 17-year-old runner with braces still on his teeth and dreams bigger than Benton Row. Jonah messed up a drop. Nothing major. In the old days, Crown would have cursed, maybe fined him. This time, Crown made him kneel. Gun pressed to Jonah's temple. Whole block watching. Crown didn't pull the trigger, but he let the silence linger too long. That silence snapped something in Brickmont. Slimline walked away that night, without saying goodbye. 2 weeks later, Crown noticed the signs. Corners empty, phones going unanswered, eyes that once looked up now looked through him. Even the cops started circling heavier, like somebody had whispered his name into the right ears. Power isolates before it destroys. The night it ended, rain slicked the streets, turning neon signs into bleeding colors. Crown pulled up to the old warehouse, same place he'd planned his rise years ago. Anonymous text said urgent meeting. He should have known. Inside, the lights flickered. Shadows moved wrong. Slimline stepped out first. Behind him came faces Crown recognized. Men he'd fed, protected, Crown in his own way. Tattoos he remembered paying for. Guns he remembered buying. "You set me up," Crown said, voice steady, hand hovering near his waistband. Slimline shook his head. "Nah, you did." They didn't shoot him right away. That was the block's final lesson. They stripped him of his chains, tore the crown pendant from his neck, left him bleeding on the cold concrete where his empire began. As they walked away, Slimline spoke one last time. "You forgot," he said quietly. "The block don't belong to one man. It belongs to everybody surviving it. By morning, Malik Crown Rivers was gone. Some say he skipped town. Others say Brickmont buried him without a name. But the block tells the story a different way. Soft, like a warning carried by the wind between broken buildings. He ran the block until the block learned how to run without him. And in Brickmont City, that's the most dangerous lesson of all.